Welcome to Basic English Learning Channel. So, in spirituality, we all use one statement profoundly and most frequently, that here now, Vartamanam, being in the present. So, there is a famous book called The Power of Now, written by Eckhart Tolle, who was a German born resident of Canada, and he called that book as an inner transformation. So it is a spiritual guide. Whosoever wants to understand life and its intricacies, then they have to really must and should read the book. So the power of now is all about bringing a specific method for putting an end to suffering and achieving inner peace. Because we all want inner peace, isn't it? We all want living fully in the present and establish your 100% mind and prepare your 100% body in order to live in this moment. So the book teaches one thing, that you have to detach yourself from the ego, and also it says that how you can detach yourself from the ego, which is a part of the mind, seeks control over your thinking and behavior. That's what ego does. It wants to overtake your life and prove a point. So it argues that by doing, if you drop the ego, what exactly happens? You can learn to accept the present. Present means whatsoever happens around you and within right now. And there is no conflict between you and whatsoever is happening around you and within. Because of that sheer acceptance, the amount of pain you experience all the time because of unnecessary thinking gets reduced. It's really a miracle. It doesn't matter which ashram you go, which guru you surrender, but this is what you have to understand, or I have to understand, in order to live a better life. And we all have to understand this, not to lead a supernatural or extraordinary life, but to experience an ordinary day-to-day life with conviction, with fulfillment. So, the Power of Now book got published in the year of 1997, which carries and offers profound insights into spiritual growth and personal transformation. If anybody wants to read this book, what are the main takeaways? There are just few. Everyone wants to live in the present moment. Moment does not imply second and minute and hour. They imply time, circadian time. But moment implies the time where you have lost sense of it, experiencing timelessness. For example, when you read, you count in hours and minutes and seconds. When you sleep, those are the beautiful moments of your life. So for those who wants to live in the present moment, they have to read this book. And the second most important thing from this book we can understand is how to transcend the ego. Because with ego, you will never find inner peace. So this book actually provides few practical techniques how you can transcend the ego in order to find inner peace within. And also it offers thought-provoking ideas you know, and it introduces many, many things from various spiritual backgrounds and experience of the life changing wisdom. Whosoever understands it, the essence, the writing, and the author's perspective, certainly they will embark upon a beautiful journey towards where? Inner peace. So it's a journey within. You will not go anywhere after reading this book. You will be here now. So whosoever seeks inner peace and enlightenment, they must and should read this book. Anyone who suffers unnecessary pain or who experience a kind of dissatisfaction in their day-to-day life and who are not at all happy with their own existence, they must and should read this book. And whosoever feel lonely, they must and should read this book. I personally recommend. This book is a gem of the writer, and whatsoever written in this book, it is already written in so many books. It is just compilation of good ideas, and the only difference between a compilation and a compilation based of out of true experience is this: I am just grabbing some information, good ideas from different kinds of from books, and putting into one book and compiling all those concepts and new ideas, novel thoughts into one piece and presenting it as a book. That is one aspect. The second thing is, whosoever experienced, sharing his experience, though all the content may appear as if they existed before in other books, that doesn't matter. If a person stands as an epitome of example, that is enough for us to trust. Eckhart Tolle is a trustworthy person. There is no doubt about it. And not only Eckhart Tolle, there are many, 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 many beautiful people. And we should draw inspiration from them in order to live a better life. So I just want to conclude stating two quotes given by Eckhart Tolle. He says that the moment you realize you are not present, you are present. Whenever you are able to observe your mind, you are now no longer trapped in it. And the second most important statement he has given is, I have lived with several Zen masters. I have lived with several Zen masters, and few of them were cats and dogs. Very profound, very, very, very profound. So I wish you all the best. I wish you happy reading. Find good books. Read, at least for the sake of joy. If you understand and live those writings by putting into practice, you are the blessed one. Risa Rasovaisa. Have a good day, have a good night, and have a wonderful life. See you tomorrow again with another interesting subject.